Hello, Chester here. So I'm recording this post-tournament already. And first of all, thanks to Novos for hosting the tournament. And there is another one going to be hosted by Tyrant, which runs the website MetaConfluence on the 25th. That is on a Wednesday, so it's a weekday. Maybe you are available. And going back to the tournament. This one is a smaller one with only 22 players. I think the largest meta share was actually Necro Reanimator, followed by Esper Tempo, then Mono Black Scam, I think. And two Esper Tempo players made it to the top 8. Two Necro Animators made it to top 8. And the others are a bunch of the one-offs, but still meta decks in according to Meta Confluence. Let's talk about this deck. So for this tournament, I was expecting a lot more combo, so maybe there's a lot more Necro decks and Show and Tell decks. And my original list that I ran in the ladder didn't really have enough hard counter spells in my opinion, because that only had 4 Force of Negation. So let's look at that list. Alright. Looking at this list, we only have 4 Force of Negation in here. 1 Force Spike, which isn't really a hard counter spell, and in open deckless tournaments, it can easily be played around with. And post board, we only have 2 Thoughtseize, 2 Commandeers. This doesn't really answer Show and Tell on the stack. Commandeers usually just answer either Stock Ups, Veil of Summers, or maybe Carpet of Flowers if you are desperate. Thoughtseize, this is more of a proactive play, but they can always rip the Show and Tell off the top. Surgical Extraction isn't really a hard answer to Show and Tell. And basically, we only have 4 hard answers for something they can put on the stack. Which is why I think this version is a bit weaker, on the weaker side against combo. So going back to this list, I decided to try 2 things here. First off, I've been seeing a lot of people cutting ponders in their blue lists. And to be honest, I haven't really thought about it because in my opinion, it's just incorrect to cut ponders in your blue deck, especially when ponder basically acts as some kind of way to have extra copies of Swords to Plowshares or anything that you need. Basically, it's 3 looks to get your forces, so that kind of thing. But you're trying to get around that by playing more Flare of Denials. So as I mentioned, we are only running Forces of Negation, and now we are adding 4 Flare of Denials in here as well. And at the same time, to support that, we are running Phantasmal Shield back, which is actually good against energy decks. So this gives you a bit more balance. And to be honest, against energy, Ponder is not really that great as a turn 1 play. You want to either have an answer or something to block, let's say a Ragavan or a Pride. So that's what the concept of this deck is. And as for the sideboard, it's basically the same as before, except now we have less room for fair stuff like Prismatic Ending. You only run a total of 2 Prismatic Endings in here. We still have two dismembers. This is really great against these stomping matchups. So this is basically not a good cut in the 75 in any meta with Stompy. Personally, Orcish Bowmasters in the side. This is for other Lurus decks. And the two Stern Scoldings for other Lurus decks as well. And our plan is to just cut the Force of Negations and maybe trim down on a Frog. Because usually in Lurus Mirrors, Frog is the worst card because it trades down on tempo when it gets removed by a 1-mana removal spell. But yeah, let's see some gameplay and look at how this works. Okay, we're up against Grixis. It's Mulligan this hand. It's not capable. This hand looks a bit slow. Guess we can keep it. Let's put the cruise on the bottom. Let's start with the strip mine. I really want to draw into a land here, an untapped land. There's a thought seeds. They're not running strip mines, so taking the brainstorm here is fine. Okay, they took the Swords Plowshares. Oh wait, they have strip mine. I missed that. They're running 19 lands with 3 strip mines. Okay. Just play the Tameo.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
They're fine if they bolt this. Okay, they go for Brainstorm. They're also running Faithless Looting. They don't have Force of Negation, so I think I'm free to flip the Tameo here. Okay, that's pretty bad.
This is not just a battle of use your words.
They could attack it, then Lightning Bolt it. Do they have Reanimate? They don't have Reanimate. Do they have Treasure Cruise? They don't.
Aggression is unbecoming.
Okay, let's just ponder here. I think I'm getting black here. Play out Tameo
No, no! I made
so we can block the channeler. Can Flare of Denial an Orcish Bowmasters, I guess.
Clearly, you're not here to learn.
That's a Psychic Frog. Yes, that's fine.
Use your words.
Okay, I think I counter this now. They can discard that. Okay.
Aggression is unbecoming. Think before you act.
You might have to minus next turn. Let's block the frog.
That home is one of a kind.
Okay. Minus four swords here.
Use the past to plan for the future.
Let's brainstorm. Okay, that's good. Hide the treasure cruise. And the frog.
I'd rather avoid a fight, but I'm not so easily defeated. Violence is not an answer.
Let's use swords on the frog. Next turn we can treasure cruise. Don't think they have any counter spells. Didn't know they had borrower. Guess I should just flare that. 368. We're pretty much dead if we don't hit. Yeah, this is not enough. Okay, against their deck. Don't want the flares, we want the prismatic ending. Fragment Reality, Bowmasters, Stern Scolding. Don't want the Force of Negations. You want Dismember. Hmm. Maybe a Thought Seeds. Okay, let's play first. No lands, no keep. Okay, this is pretty good. Let's go for Undercity Sewers. I'll keep a land. Play Frog. Voidwalker. White, black. Okay. We'll try to like look for lightning bolt. There's a frog. Just gonna use swords on that. Okay. I think I'm fine with the extra shot here. Okay. The awkward timing. I do that on my upkeep. Okay. You want to change anything? Maybe one strip for one force, just in case. Okay. I think this is a fine hand. We have Hydro. Let's play Hydro. Looks like they have Surgicals. This is the only free spell they have. Next turn I should just play the frog. Okay, or not. I'm fine with them doing that. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Guess I take this ponder. Yep. Okay, let's just force this. Okay. Let's play this out now. Okay. Okay. I think I'm doing this now. Just attack here. I am a bit concerned with my life total. Just sweep. Don't need to do anything here. Okay. Again, no need to do anything here.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
Okay. We are in trouble. We could go just both find a boat here or Snapcaster. Should have strip mined the red source. Okay, that doesn't do it. GG's. Okay, we are going to play first against Mono Red. We have Psychic Frog, so we keep. Go for Tamio.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
Okay, there's the basic land. I think I just played that out instead of using Strip Mine. Okay, that is fine. Get rid of that. And then now we can start discarding cards.
Not just a battle upon fate for you act.
Nice. So game 2 against this deck, we have Squelcher, Rose Blood Moon. You can cut the strips, the Bowmasters. Go for Dismembers, the Plains, Prismatic Ending, Fragment. Could go for Stern Scolding. I think this is fine. Don't think this is keepable. This dies to a Chalice. Okay, this is a bit better. Don't want the Undercity Sewers. Think we can live off 1 mana for a while. Okay. Here's the Chalice. Squelcher. Okay. I think I should just take 6 from this. Going pretty bad for us. Ouch. Yeah, we lost to the chalice. We have one less frog in this build, so it kinda sucks. Guess I can go for Thoughtseize on the play. Okay, let's play first. I think we can keep this. We have the basic land.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
There's a blood moon. Okay. Let's try to draw a white source. Hydro is also fine. If this were... do you call that? This were Flooded Strand, we would be in better shape here. Vortex, okay. Okay.
Nothing like warranty in a fast.
I think I'm fine with them killing the Tamio here. Taking too much damage. Yeah, turn 1 Blood Moon is very strong against this deck. Especially if they don't have the force. It's just the gameplay against Mono Red. You either have Frog or a counter. GG's. Okay, let's play first against Arthurius Tempo. This hand is fine. You have 2 removal spells. And the Tameo.
Oh! How am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Fragment Reality, okay. Alright. think I want to keep at least 2 removal spells against this deck. Though they could... Okay. I was about to say they could go Tameo into... Okay, this means they have the Force Spike. Let's do this. I could just try to look for another removal spell. They are playing 4 swords, 1 fragment, 2 prismatic endings. Okay. Right, I'm fine with this one. Fine with that trade. Now we get Godless Shrine here. We're probably going for dig through time here. Or another removal spell. Okay. They don't have a sweeper. And they have a bunch of counter magic. So I have to do things at sorcery speed. They haven't found resource to plowshares yet. Okay, they're getting a land. Okay. Alright. Get to flip Tameo.
Deeper meaning to this passage?
Okay, let's keep that.
I hope you don't mind if I take respect the library.
Let's just play that one. can Snapcaster. Swords to Plowshares. Deal with Hydro. Just need to draw Treasure Cruise now.
I am not defenseless. Respect the library.
We have another prismatic ending. Alright. Game 2, we want the Bowmasters. Don't want the forces. We want the planes. Dismembers. Every removal spell. Can trim down on strip mines, I think. And flares. Hmm. Maybe I should include Thoughtseize. No, I think this is fine. They're still playing the lures. Don't think I can keep this. Okay. Let's go in Hydro. They have to fetch white if they want to remove this now. Okay. They could go for Samwise here. They go for Hydro instead.
More useful text down on the surface.
Okay. We still are struggling with our lands here. I think they have Samwise. Okay, there's a swords. Let's play another Tameo. Get spiked. As long as I resolve a Bowmaster before her first fetch, it should be fine. The draw here kinda sucks. Okay. I think we should just pass the turn. There's a scolding. Let's try to resolve a cruise here. Maybe they try to go for Force of Negation. Alright. I think that's fine. Let's just use swords. Cast another force. That gets to attack. I think I'm fine with using Bowmasters here. If they scolding, we lure us. Okay, they swords. That happens.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Okay. There's a scolding. I think this match is over. Or this game is over. Yeah, we can't recover from this. Right, on the play. The play we could go for Thoughtseize and Strip Mine. Let's play first. Okay, this seems like a a fine hand. I think I'm fine with taking this a bit slow. Hmm. Guess we can keep the Godless Shrine. Go for Brainstorm. He can stern scolding the Tameo here. Now we draw into the Treasure Cruise. Do they have another one? Okay, they don't have another one. Alright. We have board presence now. They only have one white source here. They're taking 4. I think we strip on the island here. I think they are holding up mana drain. Okay. Now we can try to cruise. Right, play out Psychic Frog. They have to deal with 2 things at once. They've used up 2 swords to plowshares already. Fragment Reality does not kill this. They could Prismatic Ending. They have the Prismatic Ending. Okay, they had the swords. There's the fragment. Alright. think we try to draw off this one. Okay, I don't think using strip mine makes sense here. Okay, Samwise is okay. I think we just pass the turn. Okay. There's a ponder. I need to find a removal spell. Maybe I should have cast Lurus. No, I think it's fine. Because now, if I draw into Bowmasters, I can take hits from this. Alright, there's the swords. I think I just pass. I think I just have to play this. I guess. Oh my god. I opened myself up for spike by auto. Thank god. Okay. I think I would play a strip mine again. Or get the strip mine. Let's see what they do here. Nice. Pretty close. Up against Jeskai Energy. Opponent is going first. Sand is pretty bad. Yeah, that's mulligan. Still not ideal. Bottom the force. Take the shield back. This card should be good against them. Alright. There's a Johnny from their side. Take them off red. Denic. Okay. Do I want any of these? I don't think so. Okay, let's keep that. There's a Flage. Okay. Just pass the turn here. See. I think I can take this for one hit. Alright. Can't let that happen. I guess the play here is to play shield back. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Post board. Okay. So we treat them like a regular energy deck. Don't want the forces. You can trim down on flares. Can keep one. And this should be good. Play first. I think we mulligan this. It was tempting. Go for Undercity Sewers here. Don't want Strip Mine. I think you just have to swords that. And let's turn Scolding this one. Maybe I should have cruised there. Maybe I could cruise now.
More useful text down on the surface.
Alright.
Use your words.
Prismatic ending. Okay.
I'll find a quieter place to read.
I could discharge here. Maybe I should have gotten Lurus back instead. Alright. That's 5 life, I guess. Okay. I think I should brainstorm first. Don't want these. Can't deluge for 5. Guess this is how we should play it. Yeah, I'm dead. it was frog. Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure what I could have done. Okay, we are up against Ruben on Mardu Energy with 1 ring. Okay. Um yeah, there's no moon effect. It's fairly basic. Okay. They're going first. This hand is bad. Strip mine basically does nothing here. Alright, let's keep this. We don't want to go to 5. Flare of the Nile sucks for this matchup in particular. I guess I can force them to use... I can force negation whatever they play here if they want to remove this. Let's hope they don't have the second removal spell. No. No. Oh man. Okay, guess we ponder here. Or actually no. I have to remove this now. I tried to find a use for... Let's go brainstorm. Oh, okay. Stack it like this. Don't want the frog. Hopefully they don't find another land. Let's play Hydro. Okay. Want both of those. Alright. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go for frog here. Do they have Orcish Bowmasters? No. They have them post board. Nice. Okay, against their deck, they're bringing in Orcish Bowmasters. And that's it. Deluge. Then cut some flares. Guess we can trim down on frog. We're on the draw. I think this hand is fine. You have 2 removal spells. There's an Ocelot Pride. I'm gonna try and present Hydro here. There's a Peddler. Alright. We delay them for a while. Now we have to do this. Okay, brainstorm in advance. Going to hide these swords to plowshares. They're not playing Ragavan, yeah.
A beautiful day, brother.
Okay. I think I'm fine with trading here. Trade. Trade there. Towards the Ajani. You want to have this trigger on first before using swords. Okay. Probably just take Tamio here. Okay. Then there's 7. My god, that was a mistake. Well, I guess it's fine.
Where shall we hunt today?
Well, I guess I have to block here now. Don't know what they could get here. One ring. Okay. Nice. I was betting on Raptor. Alright. Nice. That went better than expected. GG's. Okay, we are playing up against the mirror, but the mirror is a bit different. Let's keep this. We have flare back. They're running the list that I use for for the ladder. Go ahead with Phantasmal Shield back here. They're going to draw at least one card with Hydro. And we are at a bit of a disadvantage here, because we are only running 4 removal spells, or 5. We have 4 Swords to Plowshares and 1 Prismatic Ending. I think I'll let that go. I was thinking about it, because I had this force, but I don't think that's worth pursuing here. Because next turn I'll be brainstorming. Okay. Let's flare that one. They can force of negation this. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay, I know they don't have a discord spell. Put the strips back. They already drew 2 cards with Hydroponics. So we're slowly losing grip of this game. They put lures back. Should I play the strip game? Let's try to play the strip game. I'm just gonna cast it here. I think I just have to do this. Yep. Okay, there's an Orcish Bowmasters. Will they trade here? A fetch pretty much ends me here. Okay. Go for strip mine. They play Lurus.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Alright. See if they block. Nice. And kill the Tamio. I think I just go for it. You're dealing 2 damage per turn. You have 7 life. Maybe it's better for me to make the Lurus play. They've already drawn so many cards, so... Okay. I think that does it.
In the right hand, violence.
You can take out my white forces. What else can they do? Frog. I don't think we can win here. For this matchup, we want all the removal spells. Can take out the forces. Trim down on the flares. Actually, maybe Thoughtseize is better. And a force. Let's do this instead. Let's play first. Not a good hand. Not a great hand, but we have to keep. Yeah, they're running the... basically the same list I was running in the ladder. So... I hope this is enough. Play the Hallowed Fountain.
More useful tests down on the surface.
Prismatic ending. I think I should just strip mine here. Okay, they kept a 1-lander. There's a Ponder. That's a shame. Don't think I want this member. Psychic Frog is nice. Hopefully they get unlucky here. The force would be nuts here. Yeah, unfortunately this is gonna get removed. Probably. Take a bunch of damage here. Get lures back. And I think it's a good idea to let's just run out the lures. It's a cruise. Might be able to stabilize, to be honest. They go for white here. Kill the lures. Went for Tamio.
How am I supposed to focus on only one project?
We try to go for the win here. Nice. I think I'm fine with how I boarded. Okay, seems like a good hand.
Curious. I must investigate this role further.
I think I have to pass the turn. I'm fine with them gaining value of 1. Trigger. Do think I have to counter the other spell here. Okay, that is nice. Let's get black here.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Okay, taking me off. I think I just do this now. Okay. Put this member on top.
Clearly, you're not here to learn. Use your words.
Okay.
I wanted to trust you. I am not defenseless.
I think this is fine.
Don't underestimate me.
Architect.
Use your words.
Okay. Two swords here. Then cruise.
That home is one of a kind.
Okay. Maybe I just attempt to ult Tamio.
I am not defenseless.
Okay.
Shh. Wait in the library. Use your words.
Okay. I think I stripped mine here.
I stayed up too late reading. That home is one of a kind. Perhaps there are more useful texts down. I am not defenseless.
Okay. Might actually go for it. Okay. I couldn't force that because I'm playing around prismatic ending.
I'd rather avoid a fight. Use your words.
Nice. Nice. We got there. Okay, up against mono red again. Not keepable. We're looking for hands with frog or forces. Mulligan. Okay. Strip kinda sucks on the draw. Hopefully we don't get mooned. Well, we could just have swords. That one strip. We already know how this game is gonna go. Do they have another Fury? Okay.
If you need me, oh, the library.
Try to draw into a land. Not a land. Okay, it's a top deck battle. Pyroglyph could be bad here. Pyrokinesis, huh? Okay. I think at this point I need to fetch for white. Okay. There's a Magus. I should have deployed Frog.
I hope you don't mind if I am not defenseless.
One ring gets countered. What out could I have here? A bunch of Hydro.
Iron is not defensive.
I think we need to draw into Hydro here.
Think before you act.
Okay. Three, five, six. Okay.
I've done my research. This battle won't last much longer.
Chalice gets forced.
My research is ruined.
Let's brainstorm here. Okay. I can just force this. Alright. Oops. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. My god, that was such a throw. That was so bad. I think I'm mulligan this. Yeah, this is probably better. I'll bottom the Cameo here. Here's a Magus. That's a Fable. Okay. Alright, that was on me. That was so bad. Alright, I think we lost this one. That was a troll. Okay, that's on me. GG's. Welcome back. So, first of all, congratulations to Muxus for winning it all with Necro Reanimator. So, the deck is still good. The deck is still the... I think the deck hasn't really changed. And it's still tier 1. But they did end up having to cut a lot of cards that are good against tempo, so we have better shots at beating that deck. But unfortunately, we just didn't match up with any one of those. But the rank 1 player in the Swiss is actually an Esper tempo player, which is running a similar list to what I run in the ladder. And apparently they faced 3 Necro Reanimators in the Swiss and beat them all. So that's a good sign for this deck or archetype. Congratulations to them, the Mono Red Prison player, for taking second. I did really fumble the bag there. I could have had my shot at facing Necro Reanimator if I didn't throw that game in the semis, but it's okay. So what do I think of the current configuration here? In the Swiss, I went 3 and 2. I got beat by Jeskai Energy and Mono Red Prison. And I do think I got beat by Mono Red Prison the second time because of my misplay, but the first is just because I'm only running 3 Psychic Frogs, which is kind of small if you think about it, but this is really the best card against them. If you manage to land a frog against Mono Red Prison, they need to have like double fury, like what happened in one of those games, or maybe double lithomatic barrage. But anyway, in those matches, I also failed to see Flare of Denial or Force of Negation early on, so that's definitely a downside on having counter spells as your main answer, that there's a timing restriction on them. But yeah, I do think we just want to run 4 Ponders here. And if I'm going to modify this deck, it's going to look like this. Okay. Now this looks so similar to what I ran in the past. The only missing thing here is the two Mist Callers and the two Inquisition of Kozileks. And let me explain. The Inquisition of Kozilek is good in the previous meta when show and tell was pretty non-existent. But now that you have to respect that deck, I don't think Inquisition of Kozilek is a good inclusion in the 75 anymore, which is why I decided not to run it. It's it's not that great against energy. It's not that great. It's not that great against a lot of decks technically. Just decided to run Prismatic Ending and an additional Bowmasters in the main. Essentially, you have a bit of balance here that you can beat other fair decks in game 1 or steal games from combo decks because you have access to 6 counter magic, and post board you get to run Thoughtseize, the usual suspects. You get to run Thoughtseize, Commandeers, and for fair matchups you get to run Prismatic Endings. Fragment Reality is also good against other lures decks because you have a lot of targets. Like, even something like a Goblin Bombardment is a good hit in a pinch. Or even Chthonian Nightmare. But mostly this card is good against the combo decks. You can use this against Necro Dominance before they get to put the draw trigger on the stack at their end step. So yeah, this is the change that I would make and probably run in future tournaments, and hopefully in the 31st when they add new cards in the cube, maybe we get Force of Will finally, because this card is just really waiting to be replaced by Force of Will, or rather this one. Force of Negation should be just Force of Will in here, and this should be Force of Negation, and you can run additional 2 Force of Negation in here. That would be the best configuration, I think, for Frog. But then that might, well, I guess a lot of decks in Timeless is already unfair, so why not? And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.